Hi my friends, welcome to the channel Data Science Demonstrated. In this video, I'm going to give you a demo on similarity search. And for this demo, I'm going to use data which is related to business schools. So this data has got various information such as the name of the school, as well as the location, the weighted salary, career progression rank, etc. etc. Now, let's say that we are interested in getting admission in the first school which is listed here, HEC Paris. Now, as a smart student, it's always useful to select backup schools. So in case you do not get into HEC Paris, what are other similar schools? And in order to find the similar schools, one method is to kind of manually look into this table. But this table has got almost about 30 plus columns. So it is very difficult to manually see which are the most similar schools to HEC Paris. So here the power of similarity search algorithms will come handy, and let us see this in action. So first of all, I'm going to select the attributes based on which I would like to find similar schools. So I'm going to select all the attributes except a few, such as I'm going to remove the school name, the location by primary campus, as well as I'm also going to remove the program name. Now there are two very important algorithms for similarity search. The first is the Euclidean distance and the second is the cosine similarity. So the Euclidean distance, it measures by calculating a straight line distance between 2 points, and the cosine similarity is measuring the vector distance between these 2 points. But let me explain this to you with a very simple example. So in this simple example, I have 3 schools A, B and C, and I have 2 attributes, the course length and the number of students. Now if you see the school A and school B, they have a course length of 12 months, as well as number of students are more or less equivalent, like 5,000 and 7,000. So both the schools A and B have got similar value in absolute terms, and for this reason both the schools will have a very short Euclidean distance. But now if you take school C is a larger school. It has got a course length of 24 months as well as number of students equal to 10,000. And if you take the proportion of number of students to course length, you will see that the school C is very close to school A, because school A also has got a similar proportion. So even though the absolute values are not matching, the proportion of different attributes are very similar. So if you had to draw a vector from the point 0, 0 to school A and a vector from the point 0, 0 to school C, the angle between these two vectors will be very small, and for this reason both these schools are very similar using this cosine similarity algorithm. Let us go back to the demo now. So first of all, I'm going to select the Euclidean distance, and I'm going to here enter the record number 0, which corresponds to HEC Paris, and let us find which are the similar schools to HEC Paris based on Euclidean distance. And here I see different schools which have been listed over here, and most of them are from France. And let us also visualize this information, and here you can see that the HEC Paris school is indicated as an orange dot, and all other schools are indicated as blue dots, and the closest one is here is EdTech Business School. Now let us also see, using a radar chart, on why these two schools are very similar. So here I have a radar chart, and in this radar chart let us select just HEC Paris Business School, and let us also select EdTech Business School but deselect all the schools. And here you can see that both these schools have got an almost equal number of international board. It has got almost equal number of international students as well as number of female students. And you can see that for both these schools there is a lot of overlap between the radar chart for these schools. Now let us execute the second algorithm, which is the cosine similarity, and here I'm going to go ahead and select the cosine similarity, and let us see what are the schools which are similar to HEC Paris based on cosine similarity. So here I see more or less the same school which were listed here in Euclidean distance, but I see a new school which has come in, which is this University of St. Gallen in Switzerland. And let us also now visualize this, and here you see that HEC Paris is over here, and you also see that University of St. Gallen is over here. So if you had to draw a vector between the origin to HEC Paris and a vector from the origin to University of St. Gallen, you will see that these two vectors will have a very small angle, and it's for this reason both these schools are very close to each other, very similar to each other, using this cosine similarity algorithm. Let us also see the radar chart, and here I'm going to select just HEC Paris and University of St. Gallen. I'm going to deselect other schools, and you can see that these two radar charts are not the same in terms of absolute values, but you will see a pattern which is similar. Both these schools have a similar proportion. So even though they do not have similar value in terms of absolute terms, they have similar value when it comes to proportion of these different columns. And it's for this reason both these schools are shown as close to each other when it comes to cosine similarity. So my friends, hopefully you have liked this demo. If yes, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like and comment on the video, and try out experiencedatascience.com either with this data on schools, or you can also upload your own data and try it out. So see you soon in another exciting demo video. Till then, take care and goodbye.